How's it going, ladies and Bruce's up? I'm Sixkilla and welcome back to Danganronpa THH. Now, Sakura's been killed and we started our investigation in the last episode, but we've got a few people to talk to, namely Toko and Hiro. I have no idea where they are. And we also need to check Kim's lab, I think, although they haven't told me to do that yet, but that's an obvious thing to do. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Okay. I don't know where their rooms are. Half the rooms belong to people that are now dead anyway. At least half. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Why? She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was
Good for
hoping to
Toko.
talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
She's a bit like a snake. You said you wanted to talk with me about something. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go to see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? Until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. You said that last time. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Alright, we need Hiro next. Where the hell is Hiro's room? Leon. Oh, there we go. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Maybe... Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oga told me that herself. She said she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Well, when did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then he went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Oga was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. The candy. The same polka dotted one that nobody else could possibly get. Because Hina had taken them all.
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up and shoved it back in his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that was all there was to it. So he did it. I didn't expect that. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. Where should I start? Well, I mean, the rec room's on the way to the chem lab, isn't it? They're on the same floor. I think? Yeah, they're on the same floor, so we might as well go to the rec room first. Makes sense to me. That's efficiency, bruh. All about that efficiency. Ah. Up.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and Toko what Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't get to see it. But that's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. The magazines, the Monokuma bottles, and the what? Kyoko said the magazines shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. The magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on by accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. The word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of the others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled, she's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but... It just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me think that much more suspicious. Does Sakura have blood on her finger? Like Sayaka did when she died? I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. But they're chess pieces? Something new, something new.
hey,
Did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's just not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Yeah, because you wouldn't tell her.
hey,
There's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. You sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here,
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. What kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected. And one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiments. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced,
in other words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Same weight. Normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Let's give it a try. Huh? Broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In other words,
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Okay. What else do we need to check? There was something else, wasn't there? Oh, the protein. Wasn't it? Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
so,
Okay, that's the same. What else was new? Something on your body? According to Curator, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring up at the space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown pervasively used to. Although, there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to
It's
it.
true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. So she didn't write the thing, because she'd have blood on her hand. She wouldn't have had time to go wash it off after bleeding. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. There, I finished examining all the things Kyoko mentioned. And I did find some new clues. But when it comes to a locked room puzzle, I'm still totally clueless.
Hey.
Oh, I just remembered, there was something I wanted to tell you. I saw Byakuya in the chem lab when I went to get the scale.
Whew.
I didn't want to deal with him, so I took great pains to sneak in and out without him noticing. And,
So...
if you haven't checked out the chem lab, you should probably do it since I couldn't do it myself. You know the protein can we found at the murder scene? Must have come from that chem lab. I think you're right, I should probably take a look around that area.
Indeed.
We should do that now before Byakuya messes with the evidence. Because even if he's not the killer, he is prone to messing with evidence. Like he did with Chihiro's murder. Wait, which way's the chem lab? Oh, it's not that one, is it? It's on the next floor. I was gonna go to the physics lab thing. Oh my god, I'm confused now. I'm not good at this navigation. This school is a maze to navigate, man. Chem lab's this one, right? No, it's the office. This one. Well, we got there in the end. He's still here.
What?
Makoto, you have your eye on the chem lab too. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Fuck you, dipshit. There's the yellow powder. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's spilt in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Well, it's a poison, clearly. Look at the bottle. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where the powder came from? This looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. This powder must have been
in
spilled.
other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really was when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. It's on his shoe, man. So on the shelf is... looks like a bunch of chemicals, I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh?
What?
You think I should be... You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. Sounds like you've been bullied too much in the past, Byakuya. It's made you bitter. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter B, and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving in Unit Section B. I didn't see anything else out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. And a poison as well, by the look of it. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter A and a number. Except that C9 right there. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait. There's one bottle here that's labelled Chem C9. Did someone put it here by accident? On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. It looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labelled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I'll consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B is reagents, and Section C is lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Yeah, she used it to make a protein drink, thinking it was a protein supplement. But it was actually a poison. Okay, we already did this. I guess we're done here. First I have to check out the area. What else is there to check out? Oh, the footprints. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Let's go, chop chop. Chop 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 chop. Okay. I got to work and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad? For you, I mean. For me?
See.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must
It's
be...
certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm that it's their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Well, who has little feet? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where the powder came from? Chem C4.
So in
Oh, we already checked that. So we got this one. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labelled Chem C4, and it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Good.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
You're an
Should
asshole.
I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Douchebag. Is the timer ready? We're right in the middle of figuring out this locked room mystery. I'll have to try and tie up all the loose ends at the class trial. I don't want to do that. I want to keep exploring. No, I absolutely will figure everything out. Alright, let's get in there and we'll do 10 minutes worth of trial and then we'll figure out. It's gonna be... I don't even know. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. That's just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. God. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. And the person is here. That person is one of us. Let's just go in there. Let's get it started. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I feel like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I can feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and it felt it begin its sinister descent. Indeed. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. And suddenly, as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like that's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. I don't want to. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Save. Alright, here we go. Set skills, I guess. What are we going to set? We got quite a lot of extra time. Allows you to lock onto 2 statements at once, effective during bullet time. That's awesome. 2 at once? Shit, yeah, bruh. Increases the focus gauge by 2. I mean, I don't use the focus gauge, but sure, whatever. Let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
We've done this.
your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I feel like Hina might have poisoned her, but it would have been by accident. With that lolly.
I had nothing to do with it.
I mean, she gave her the lolly. Maybe the lolly was poisoned already?
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina really seems sure that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing that. Alright, here we go. Aoi's account.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
You were given the notes.
Because you all had a motive. You
You hated
hated
it.
her.
And you're all given notes
Is
to
that
meet
it?
it.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. It does that mean one of them did it? Not necessarily. What now? Pocket trash. Yeah, hero, what is that all about?
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
And he-
Yeah,
obviously
same
it's
here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong.
It had to be Hero. It's the statement that I was looking for. You did
Hero,
see her.
When
we
we
know
were
you saw her.
talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Oh yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots?
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hero, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's
That's right.
office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hero said can't be right, because Sakura could only got the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that was...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hero. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's
Damn it.
right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Ooh, we're changing our attitude just a little bit.
Why the sudden hostility?
Yeah.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh, the writing.
Proof?
How does he know about that?
Talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
How does he know about that? He wrote it. That's how. What would the shining
At the
message
scene
even
of
be?
the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
But if you did it as Genocide Jill, you wouldn't even know you did it, would you?
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
We didn't see it
But
then.
if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Oh, of course it does. Sorry. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case... that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. And here we go.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh,
Shoot!
sorry. I got trigger happy.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Damn it.
Shoot!
Maybe I did that run the wrong way.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
I'm really not good at
When
these.
Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying
Maybe I'll take the
message.
magazine shelf and
It
shoot
was
the
only
dying message
after
with it.
the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
It always has to be in a
What's
certain
your
way.
What I
I
said
don't know
makes
why, because
total
it shouldn't matter
sense.
which way you refer it, but apparently it does.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Like that,
No,
yeah.
that's wrong.
That's right.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
When you
Hold
wrote
on.
it?
You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Obviously.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
No.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Her hands were clean. Oh, crap.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Alright, that went badly,
Show
but not as
the
badly as it
bullshit,
usually does, so I'll take that as a win.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have to wrap this one up here because we're out of time for today, but we will bring you back to continue the trial and probably put Hiro to rest at the end of it. We'll see. Till then, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.